I just think it talks about her championship style. There's no meet too small, no meet too big. She attacks everything the same.
I think Dominique and her coaches need to be really complimented on the work they've done with her and how far she's come.
I hope. They call her Awesome Dawson, huh? Dominique Dawes. They came to see and they've enjoyed every single moment of her competing tonight. We'll be back with more on the National Team Gymnastics Championships from Ames City, Florida in just a moment after we take time out for these messages.
As you know, I'm not only the heckler president, I'm also a client. If your hair is thinning like mine was, call now for your free video.
The first thing my wife said when she saw it, that I looked 10 years younger. That was the first words out of her mouth. Not hello, not hi.
I feel good about myself when I get up in the morning. It's easy to maintain and manage.
So call now for your free video on Hair Club's developments in dealing with thinning hair. To help our clients, see how this free video can help you too.
We've had a wonderful week at the Greenleaf Resort and Conference Center in Haines City, Florida. Central Florida's Polk County is located in the geographic center of Florida. It's easily accessible from north or from south. Downtown Tampa and downtown Orlando are less than an hour's drive. Polk County makes an excellent hub for those planning to visit Central Florida's most popular attraction. And we're about to begin the final round, the National Team Gymnastic Championships in Haines City, Florida. We have seen some great performances tonight, especially by Dominique Dawes, who has picked up the only perfect tens in tonight's competition. But this is team, keep in mind, not individual.
It is team, and the Arizona Twisters just posted a 9.9 for gymnast number 897, so not too far off.
That's their second gymnast up. They still have two more.
The American Twisters for their first gymnast up. Kelly Davis, a 9.9.
Wow. Well, if they keep going 9.9s all the way out, they could really move up on hills, even with Dominique's 10. So over on the vault, we're watching the New England Gymnastics Express.
Amy Murakami. Amy just did her first vault. It was a handspring front. Very well done. Nice distance, nice height, clean form. I think they're looking to maximize that vault now. Remember that the judges take the best of both vaults.
And here is Amy's second on the way.
Whoa!
That's a nice vault. I don't know. They were both good. We'll see what she comes up with, but that's a nice, solid score for New England Gymnastics Express.
She really knows where she is on. She really knows where she is on that vault and knows right when the floor is going to hit, which is so tough.
Here you see her going on. She has a nice push. She leaves the horse, then tucks, and then what a landing! Handspring front, kicks out and nailed.
Coaches Maureen Bagnon and Blaine Jefferson have to be proud of their young ladies tonight.
Well, they certainly do, because that vault starts from perfect. A perfect score would be a 9.9. Amy scored a 9.8.
About as good as you can get.
Can't get much better than that.
Nope.
Excellent.
Alex Alderman from the Golden Bears team in Berkeley, California. This is the final round of competition, team competition tonight.
Okay, Alex starts with a clear hip, right into a reverse hecht or a takachev. She was just a little slow going for the regrasp. Unfortunately, she missed the bar, and that'll cost her 5/10 off her score. And she's ready to finish up. She has a kip, and she has to swing half turn. Now, you notice how she climbed up and then had to go back down to the low bar. That's because bar changes are required, as well as direction changes. Now she's finishing with giant, toe front with a half twist. A big step on the landing, and unfortunately, some form breaks during those giant swings.
Alex Alderman.
Here we're going to take a look at the reverse hecht in the beginning that she missed. And you'll notice, I think what happened on this is that as she releases the bar, she needs to actually stop the rotation, have her chest going forward, but her chest was still back and her feet were behind her, and so she had all her velocity going straight down. And unless she was the Hulk, I don't think she can hold on to that bar.
Just a little bit too slow, but a good effort. And I think that, you know, she's shrugging it off okay. That's what's great about these competitions. The gymnasts, the coaches try to be so positive with the gymnasts, and you know, they all realize that it's a process, and sometimes you make mistakes. Even the best make mistakes.
Christy, is that one of the biggest challenges as a coach, as you are, is to keep that confidence level up there? Everybody has a lot of talent to do these various events, but I mean, if a young lady doesn't have that desire, that strength, that inner feeling, it can be tough.
I think the easiest thing for me is if I remember that this is somebody's child, and if you saw them during the warm-up or after, and you'll see them after the competition, you know, kind of running around the hotel with their friends, and you forget that these are world-class athletes, that these are kids who work 6 hours a day. They're just kids, you know, and sometimes they make mistakes. And the whole point, I like the philosophy of Tim and Tony Rand on their bio sheet. It says, you know, how they believe in coaching the kid and making gymnastics a positive experience.
And we have seen that. We have seen the sensitivity expressed tonight by every one of these coaches working with these young ladies.
Yeah, I think that the coaches have done a magnificent job. Here we have little Alex Bryan on the balance beam. She wowed us on the floor exercise. And you talk about coaches who must be doing something right. Alex just performed a back handspring, layout, step out, layout, step out.
And really nicely, too. Especially for 10 years old, once again.
Absolutely adorable, isn't she, Jeff?
Yeah. She's something. She fought for it, though. She tried hard.
See, if she just would have had a little more beam there, she could have kept running and maybe saved it.
Maybe let's talk to the judges about that afterwards.
I think she definitely should get points for cuteness. That was her punch front. Now she's setting up for the dismount. Now we heard the bell. That means she has 5 seconds to dismount. There's back handspring, double pipe. A very difficult dismount and a terrific finish for that kid. Good job. I think she has time to work out the wrinkles.
10 years of age.
Here's
Alexis Bryan.
Here's her series early in the routine where she did the back handspring, layout. That's the same series that we've seen many of the older girls do, and she handled it beautifully. Now here's where she gets into a little trouble. She's going for a front. She does the front, and looks like she's straight over, but then she just doesn't react. She runs out of beam and jumps off the side.
But then quickly climbs right back up again.
And, you know, she finished with a really tough dismount. Back handspring, double pipe. That's a 9-1 for her score.
With the fall, it would have been a 9-6.
Could have been a 9-6.
Remember, the American Twisters are the defending champions. We'll see momentarily if they can repeat or if someone else walks away with the team championship. Susie Kincaid representing the American Twisters.
And remember, the American Twisters have had some dynamite floor exercise event. They've had, I believe, 2 9-9s. And we'll see.
They're really a solid team on the floor.
Right.
And if the other gymnasts are any indication of what we can expect from Susie, I think we're looking for a real strong finish from American Twisters.
Whoa.
Wow, what a dance series.
Double full into the split. Never seen that before.
Here's her first pass. 2 whips into a double back and nailed. Now, I like this kid's style.
Yeah. We saw her last year at this meet when she was 12, and now she's 13, and you can already in 1 year see the growth and maturity.
Here's her second tumbling pass. Round off, back handspring, double pipe. Nice landing. You know, regardless of how the Twisters finish, I think that they should be very proud of not only the entire team's effort, but especially Susie Kincaid for arriving at 3:30 this morning and competing like such a champ.
12 top teams, over 1,000 gymnastic clubs nationwide began the competition. Now we're down to the final 32 gymnasts and the final 18.
Here's her last tumbling pass. Round off, back handspring, double tuck somersault. That was just a tremendous job by Susan Kincaid.
It sure was. I didn't see really any deductions on that.
It was beautiful, and that first dance sequence was just incredible. You know, her dance elements are worth as much to the judges as the tumbling elements are.
Well, Christy and Jeff, what do you think? Let's go back and take a look one more time at the final sequence.
Here's the beginning of her floor routine, where she does a full twist with a straddle, immediate jump, double twist, split.
That's amazing. When to know when to pop out and go into your split. Who knows?
Here's the end. Here's the finish.
Her last tumbling pass, a round up back handspring, double tuck. No problem. The fatigue definitely not showing for Susie Kincaid. That's a great routine, and another 9-9 for the Arizona,
really? Another 9-9?
For the American Twisters.
They are so solid. What a strong team. 9-9. And they're without their top kid.
I think that they have to look and see. I believe that the American Twisters won the floor exercise event.
Well, they needed that. They needed that 9-9 because they were trailing the Hills Angels as they began the final round of competition. Well, who's going to win it? We'll find out in just a moment. We'll come back and have the final results after we take time for these messages. Don't go away.
Sports fans, for a weekly rundown of what's on HTS, check out the HTS programming hotline. 24 hours a day at 301-718-3292. Call 301-718-3292 for the weekly HTS programming schedule. That's 301-718-3292.
Polk County's mild climate is conducive to outdoor activities all year long, and 133 parks and 42 campgrounds are favored destinations of outdoor enthusiasts. Many of the lakes are reclaimed phosphate pits, which are successfully stocked by game and fish officials. This makes it a particularly challenging sport for anglers seeking a trophy. It has been a wonderful week in Haines City. Let's take a look at the final results. In Christie, we've got a new national champion. They won it a couple of years ago. Hills Angels displacing American Twisters, winning the team competition.
Well, no doubt about it. Hills Angels did a wonderful job. Not only Dominique Dawes, who we saw score 2 10s, but her teammates as well, particularly Marianne Esposito, who also scored a 9-9 on the vault. You have to compliment the American Twisters, however. They were 8 tenths behind coming out of Bean. They've gained 4 tenths on the floor exercise, with all 4 of their gymnasts scoring above a 9.8. With 2 tenths of perfection. They had 2 scores of a 9-9. It was a terrific fight, a terrific competition, and one I'm looking forward to seeing again next year.
There you saw New England Express came in 4th, followed by Gymstrada. K-Ron was 5th, and Gymstrada, the Golden Bear team from Berkeley, California, and the All-American team. There you look at one of the finest of all the athletes here this week, and that in the middle is Dominique Dawes, I believe, of Hills Angels. Yes, and she had the only perfect 10s, not 1 but 2 tonight, and we saw some wonderful, wonderful gymnasts in action.
Wonderful gymnastics. Dominique, of course, is one of the best gymnasts in the world and recognized as such, but lots of up-and-comers. We saw little Alexis Bryan and Katie McFarland, just 10 years old from Gymstrada, doing a lot of big gymnastics, and I think the gymnastics in the U.S., the future looks really good.
To put on the USAIGC National Gymnastic Championship takes the work of a lot of people, especially that lady right there. That's Pat Nepper, Ed's wife, and soon to celebrate their 40th anniversary. She's been our contact to put this television production together, and as well as all the wonderful volunteers who gave so much of their time to be a major factor in the success of this week-long event at the Greenleaf Resort and Conference Center. We'll come back and talk to some of the folks who you saw tonight in just a moment after these important messages.
Warning, high voltage. Turn on the electricity from coast to coast. Shocking. Jolting.